We're live. We're back. We've got this. All right. Let me relog in here. Are we all good? All right. Buffalo's coming onto the field. Hopefully, my homies will find the new stream here. Don't forget to drop a like on the stream. There we go. Oh, come on. Boom. All right, we're back. Josh Allen. 12 minutes on the clock here. First and 10. I assume from the 30. No, first and 10 from the their own 48. Handoff to Josh Jacobs, James Cook, who finds a seam, gets outside for a gain of 16 yards there. And, of course, goes across into Denver Broncos territory. Let me pop out the chat here. Bada bing, bada boom. Metro, coming back in. Appreciate you, Metro. Don't forget to drop a like on the stream, Metro. Boom. There we go. All right, we're reset. Metro, how do you like the screen? How does it look? Everything look good here? The angle? Is the angle okay? I know I'm looking a little like off camera here, but too bad. James Cook gets the ball again on first and 10. Goes for, looks like 6 yards. 7 yards does he even squeak out there. And so that is going to be second and 3. Yep, 7 yards. Torn? Is my name Torn? Maybe a Grassi? The screen is great. Appreciate you. Oh, Tom. Is your name Tom? I don't know why that looks like Torn to me, but I do need a new prescription. So that probably settles that debate. All right, quick pass out to Khalil Shakir, I believe that is, for a first down, plus 4 yards. They are marching into Denver Bronco territory. It is going to be first and 10 from Denver's 23-yard line as they are marching down. And Tom Grassi, no, my name is not Tom Grassi, but I do think there are probably some similarities between him and I in some ways. And some of our beliefs definitely align. So there's enough similarities between the two of us. We're both white. All right. Allen back, first and 10, gets it out to Dalton Kincaid or Knox, but I think that's covered Kincaid for a second and short situation, about 6 yards on that gain or so. 5 yards, it looks like, for Dalton Kincaid. There's going to be second and 5 from the 18-yard line for Buffalo. I built this. I made my screen last night. I was like, oh, time, I gotta do it. So I did it while that game, during like the second half of that game. Pittsburgh-Baltimore game. All right, shotgun. Not right behind center. Not in shotgun. Gives it off to James Cook, who's able to squeeze through for 2-3 yards, which was pretty impressive. 3 yards. Could have been stopped right at the line of scrimmage and nobody would have blamed him. And so it's going to be 3rd and 2. James Cook goes off the field. Should mean that Ty Johnson's probably coming on the field. Samuel on the field. 3rd and 2 from the 15-yard line, we'll just say. Hands it off to Ty Johnson, who goes up the middle and somehow powers his way to a first down. He was pretty much met at the line of scrimmage, a little bit past. And Ty Johnson's not really a power back. But he manages to push forward, gets a first down there. Maybe not. They did not give it to him. It's and inches, so looks like we're gonna sneak it. Josh Allen flies through, gets 2 or 3 yards on that. So it is now going to be 1st and 10. Looks like from like the 11-yard line. So they still have an opportunity to get another first down without getting it in. Austin will come back, I'm sure. Austin's out and about anyways, so you might just, he'll be back. Austin's always back. Thank you for joining, though, Metro. I appreciate you. All right, Josh Allen, first down, hands it off to James Cook. They're establishing that run, and they go for 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7 from the 8-yard line of Denver, as Buffalo continues to go downfield here. Denver's defense trying to lock it down, as I think Locke was in on that tackle, maybe? I don't know. Dalton Kincaid just in the backfield on this play. All right, he gets it's 5 out wide. Josh Allen's in the shotgun, so they are passing it. Josh Allen's the pocket. Wow. So the pocket collapses on him, and he just misses hitting Knox in the for a touchdown. Really, he throws a little bit behind Knox. I don't know that you have anybody to blame. It just they didn't connect. But Allen, did as much as he could to make something out of nothing there. Could have easily been a touchdown. It would have been a fantastic touchdown. It is going to be 3rd and 7 now for Buffalo, as they look to tie this up with Denver. Pretty big. I mean, definitely want to score here. But if you don't, he just throws that out of the back of the end zone. I guess it's not there. Gonna be settling for 3. So Tyler Bass is coming out. Wow. I just got total deja vu, but I know I've never done this before, so I guess alternate reality me has already lived this life. Live this life. So, Denver, 2 drives in, has the lead. Buffalo gets 3 points. Throw it on the board. Bada bing, bada boom. My own little scoreboard. I'm so proud of my own little scoreboard. Alright, let's see. Like my own stream here. Boom. Metro, are you nervous for tomorrow, right? Vikings don't play till tomorrow? I didn't even realize there was a Monday night playoff game until last night. I was like, oh, there's another one. Another one bites dust. Andre, what is up? Andre, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping on in. We are just at a commercial now. I will get you guys a sync in case you're watching along with me when we get back, so that way we're on schedule. Go Pack Go. Andre, there we go, baby. I don't know that we're gonna win, but let's go. This is the best scenario for the Broncos. Yes, Broncos would love to score here, go up. It pains me to say I put money on Philly. I mean, it's the smart money option, right? Straight up, or I don't know, what's the line there? Like 2.5? No, it'd probably be more than that. Like 4.5 or something? 4? That's my guess, is 4. It's probably like 3.5 though, huh? Let's see. Let's see what that line is. Oh, you know what? I can look at it here. Opened up at 4. Wow, and it opened all the way up to 5.5. Public bet it to 5.5. I think that opening, I wouldn't want to bet it at 5.5. I think 4 was appropriate. Nah, Metro, I didn't leave. Like I told Metro, Austin is always with us. All right, Bass back to kick the ball back over to Denver. John Bo stopped on in. What's up, John? How you doing? Appreciate you for coming on in. All right, so Denver kicks off 7:07. So you know when the kickoff happened there. I'll try to get you next time that the clock is ticking. I'll get you a little something in order for syncing purposes. So that one out of the back of the end zone, going to be or something like that. But Denver's going to start at their own 30 again here. Sideline reporter is saying something. I don't know what he's talking about. All right, Bo Nix back in the shotgun. 3 to his right, back behind him. Troy Franklin, it looks like, goes in motion. Are they just going to have Troy out here all day? Bo manages to find his tight end. Hey, nifty move there. Takes what could have been a sack, what could have been a play here. He throws it away and gets 2 yards there. So it's going to be 2nd and 8. Makes something out of nothing there. Nice improvisation. Sidearm throw. 6:49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39. Bo Nix in the shotgun. 38, 37, 36, 35, 34. Back to his left. 33, 32, 31, 30, 29. He hands it off to the running back who's going to get 2 yards. I would say. Maybe it's 3 yards there. That was Javonte Williams on the carry, and it looks like we have an injured Buffalo guy down on the field. Tough to say what his injury might be, but I know he takes the brunt of this hit. I believe right here, helmet to helmet, his neck gets crunched back. He goes down. Probably feeling that throughout the entirety of his body and knew to stay down. Didn't really look like he was knocked out. Looked like he wanted to stay where he was at there. So, not a good hit. Hopefully he's all right. That is Terrion, is it? T.A. Johnson of Buffalo. I think it's Terrion. I have the roster here. We got it. Yeah, Terrion. Cornerback from Weber State. 28 years old. Assuming they stop our run game, I just don't trust these receivers, Forge. Andre, are you a Buffalo Bills fan? Or you're talking about the Packers, don't trust these receivers? Yeah, I'm hoping, I'm thinking that the injury to Christian Watson could end up being a blessing in disguise, because we could see a wide receiver now be taken in the 1st round or 2nd round, maybe trade up in the 2nd round to get a guy, something like that again. That could solidify the fact that, okay, we just can't trust him to be healthy. It's going to be another 1.5 years before he's back to being himself again, best case scenario. So, our window's now. We got to get a number 1 kind of guy in here. We know our offense is much more efficient with him on the field. Even if he doesn't always, himself put up great numbers, he at least forces defenses to respect his speed and respect what he can do, and that opens everything up for everybody else, and they're going to need that kind of guy. Preferably a kind of guy who also himself can produce a lot, not only forces defenses to respect them, but forces them to respect him because he also produces regularly. So that's my only thing about the injury to Christian Watson is maybe we get a bit of a higher focus on getting somebody in there. Oh my God, is he doing a play-by-play? I never thought I would never see this. What's up, College Football Network? Hey, look at you. Not you necessarily, but look at your team there in the national championship. Congratulations, College Football Network. All right, so he's up off the field. That's good. Sore neck, kind of walking a little bit stiff, stretching a little bit out. They're going to check him out going into the blue medical tent. Andre, talk about the Packers. Just want us to either draft or go for an elite receiver. Yes. Getting a true number 1. I'm just hoping we don't just end up going for DeAndre Hopkins. Watch it. They're going to grab DeAndre Hopkins and think that that's good enough. All right, Bo Nix from the 34-yard line. It is 3rd and 6. What did we miss? Did the broadcasters seriously just not show us 2 plays? All right, Bo Nix goes back. Scrambling, gets nowhere. No, that's right. That was an injury on 2nd down and all that good stuff. All right, that made sense. That was the right down. So it's going to be 4th down. That is a stop. Bo Nix just pretty much ended up running out of bounds there. So they're going to be punting after we got back from the injury break there. Getting a true wide receiver 1 would help Reed so much. Yeah, I think that is true. I know the forged play-by-play is legendary. People have been talking about it for hundreds of years, Austin. Oh, hi, oh. O-H-I-O. All right, Buffalo takes the punt back a couple of yards. Going to be starting from their own 19. It looks like Shakir was back on the return there. Little State Farm insurance ad. Got to get our advertising in, even if we're still on the field. I actually don't mind these ads as much. Although I'd rather the ad be smaller and the football game be larger. All right, Buffalo, 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Once again, 5:32 on the clock. 1st and 10. I know my TV is Florida. Our cables are not fast here. So Kincaid goes in motion. 2 backs to the left and right of Josh Allen. Sends another back in motion. Does not hand it off to him. It's kind of a play action. Dumps it down to Kincaid for 5 yards or something. I don't know. It's going to be 2nd and 5. So that's got to be 5 yards, right? 7 yards, I see. Would it be 2nd and 3? Wow, okay. 2nd and 3. I thought maybe it was like 1st and 12 somehow because none of that was adding up on screen. I don't know if they had their marker a little bit off. But yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 3. That was a 7-yard gain to Kincaid. Kincaid getting involved kind of early here, helping him move the chains. 4 for 6 for Josh Allen, 33 yards. 2 of those going to Kincaid. And we're going to get that toss back to James Cook or Johnson. Here it might be Johnson. And that goes way past the 1st down. About 10-yard gain there. That is Cook for Cook. No, that was Ty Johnson. My phone's ahead of me. So James Cook's coming on the field, and he's going to get the next play. But that was Johnson for actually 11 yards there. I thought James Cook was like 25, right? Jack Sawyer is now a Buckeye legend. Yeah, that was an awesome play, and I've been mocking him in the 1st round sometimes in my practice mocks, so that helped. That looked better now. We'll see once the all the measurables come in. Wow. Buffalo's offensive line just absolutely manhandles Denver and pushes James Cook forward for it's a 16-yard gain, and honestly I think they push him forward for 12 yards. He gets stopped 4, 5, 6 yards in, and then the offensive line and James Cook himself, he's definitely steering the ship there. Go for another 10 yards after contact. Just absolutely amazing, and that helps set a tone. That is simply great. All right, 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line, handed off to Cook right after that. He's pushing forward again a little ways there. This time he doesn't get 10 yards, maybe gets an extra half yard, but he is not going down on 1st contact, or he's making it tough on the tacklers. There is a flag on the play here. We'll see. That looked like it was at the line of scrimmage, so this might be going back a little ways. I don't know. 2nd down, no flag, penalty. I 2nd and 7. I don't think there was a flag there. Austin saw it. Yeah, that was a crazy play. Through the heart of the South. I like the word in there, Michael. All right, 2nd and 7. Josh Allen back in the shotgun. Cook to his left. Get man in motion. Passes him across the right. Cook goes out in motion as well now. And that's going to be a false start. James Cook falls forward in a stance. So that's going to be 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 12 now from their own 48-yard line then? Is that where we're going to be? Looks to be about 48, 49-yard line. 3 minutes still left in the first quarter here, as Buffalo looks to go down there and hopefully, for their sake, take the lead, not making them easy on themselves here. Once again, shotgun, James Cook to his left. Backs up. Backs up. He's got all the time in the world. Scrambles out right. Scrambles past. Man scrambles for a gain of about 9 yards or so. Yes, 9-yard gain is going to be 3rd and 3. From the 39-yard line? 40-yard line, looks like. Josh Allen just not finding anything downfield. Good coverage, but ends up making a couple guys miss. And there's the danger of Josh Allen. Showing why he's an MVP candidate there. Definitely makes that whole play on himself. Gets it to 3rd and manageable, and we do not hand it off. The fake handoff. Josh Allen goes right up the gut for another 6-7 yards there. And that ball is going to be down on the 33, 34-yard line. As they continue this drive, going to be 1st and 10 from there. Clock at 144, 143, 142, 141, 40, 39, 38. If you want to sync up to me, 37, 36, 34. All right, Tracy Wolfson reporting, I assume, on the injury to Taryn. Defensive player for Buffalo. Had a bit of a neck injury before. We'll see if we get a notification in there. Josh Allen behind center, just dumps it off. Looks like it was a screenplay blown up. So Josh Allen just gets rid of it. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from Denver's 33-yard line here. One minute, 18 on the clock. Buffalo, Josh Allen back in the shotgun here. I believe, no, maybe he's right behind center. I don't know. There we go. Okay, he's in the shotgun. Back to his right. Man in motion, goes cross field, looking downfield, gets it off for a short gain to Keon Coleman. But a gain of 7 yards, I would say there. Maybe not quite. Wow, they're not a good spot there. So it's actually going to be 3rd and 5 from the 28-yard line. I thought he had at least 6 yards. Generous sighting might have said 7, but I guess it's a 5-yard gain. Josh Allen in the shotgun. They kind of hurried this play up. Boom, boom, boom. Josh Allen gets rid of it. That's going to be a 1st down to... That is Curtis Samuel. No, they show 7 yards. That's not 7 yards. Unless this play was only like 4 yards. Whatever. He gets the 1st down. It's going to be from the 16, 15-ish yard line. I think we're going to be taking that to the end of the quarter. 19-yard line. I suppose 21. 21-yard line? The opposite side of that? My bad. All right. That's 1 quarter in the books. Denver does have the lead, 7-0. I appreciate you all for coming on in. I'm having a good time. Are you guys having a good time? Are you having a good time out there? My cat's definitely enjoying it, just sleeping away. When 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 it happens, maybe we can get the cat right back. Oh gosh, how do I point at it? Right there. Right behind me. You wouldn't really be able to see her because of this angle. Before you could see it, change up the angle so I wasn't so far like sideways. So far, stats here. First quarter, Bo Nix, 3 of 3 for 64 yards and a touchdown. Javonte Williams, 3 rushing attempts for 14 yards. Jaleel McLaughlin, -3 yards. Troy Franklin has a reception for 43 yards and a touchdown. Cortland Sutton has a reception for 19 yards, and Adam Troutman, the other, for 2 yards. Austin's having a great time. Appreciate you, Austin. Josh Allen, 6 of 9 for 45 yards. So we'll see what the time of possession here is, but it's going to definitely be in favor of Buffalo. But maybe not crazy much. Well, probably. James Cook, 6 attempts, 48 yards on the ground, averaging 8 yards an attempt. So they are getting that ground game established. Josh Allen also has 3 attempts for 19 yards himself, and Ty Johnson, backup running back, third down kind of running back, 2 for 12. He does not have any catches. Khalil Shakir, 2 receptions for 21 yards. Kincaid, 2 for 12. Curtis Samuel, Keon Coleman, each also getting in with the reception. Cooper and Dawson Knox have been targeted. In terms of that time of possession, Denver had the ball for about 4 minutes, and Buffalo had the ball for about 11 minutes there in the first quarter. So, not what you want for your defense. There, Buffalo says, yeah, you guys can try to shorten the game on your end, but so are we. So, this game, that first quarter, I mean, just about 30 minutes or so. Kind of flying by so far. Not a whole lot of penalties that I recall, right? Just like that offside, that false start. So, we are at the 21-yard line here. Buffalo 1st and 10. Hands it off to Cook for a slow, odd developing play. Gets about 5.5. I would say that's probably 6 yards on that first down play. So it should be down at the, what would that be? 10? 15-yard line? Looks like 5 yards. Might be shy of the 15. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 here for Buffalo. Josh Allen, they've run 12 times, passed 9 times. They are at the 16-yard line. My bad. And James Cook gets the ball again, pushes forward for about 2 yards, maybe 3. That's 2. That's not 3. So 2-yard gain there. It's going to make it 3rd and 3. James Cook, I think, going off the field. Ty Johnson coming on in that nice rotation that they've been developing. And now, 3rd and 3 for Buffalo to get set up. I tell you, something's happening because no play has come in on my CBS app yet. So we're going to have a controversial play coming, something of sorts. Oh, timeout. Josh Allen calls the timeout, doesn't like what he sees for the play call. Couple seconds left, doesn't have time to audible out. Just use that timeout. That's okay. As long as you end up scoring a touchdown, that's a timeout well worth it. Aaron Rodgers used to always use his timeouts like that. All right, Josh Allen gets his coat on, gets warmed up for a moment. I don't know what that does. Is it really that cold? I don't even see breath. But they put the coat on him nonetheless for about literally 2 seconds. Get that shoulder warmed up here. On 3rd and 3. We're in the red zone. Denver 14-yard line. Back in the shotgun. And that's going to be a called run play for Josh Allen. He goes out for 8 yards. Well, that's a gain of, I think, 6 yards. No. My initial analysis was correct. I don't know what line I was looking at after that, but looks like they're calling it a 9-yard gain. He's going down to the 4-yard line. So yeah, from the 14 down to the 5-yard line. Why did I call it the 4-yard line? So it's gonna be 1st and 5 for Buffalo. 1st and goal, I should say, from the 5-yard line. Technically, we got Trips group to the right, hands it off to James Cook, who doesn't go down. So I don't know what happened there. He squeaks through, he gets a touchdown. Interesting play. But James Cook nonetheless scores from 5 yards out. And that's going to bring the score to 9-7. They do get a touchdown here, Austin. They do. So, we will be updating Buffalo's. 12 minutes, 57 seconds left to play in the half as Tyler Bass lines up for the extra point. And that goes through. Going to be 10-7. We shall move the ball. Denver's ball coming up. Not quite yet, but coming up. Commercial break. 10-7 Buffalo has been dominating the clock, so their defense should still be pretty fresh. Last thing you can afford here for Denver is going to be a 3-and-out. Can't do that. The world is back in order. So that's good for my fantasy team. I always still root for my fantasy team throughout the playoffs. So, James Cook, there we go, baby. Touchdown. Very weird Apple commercial going on with the weightlifter just absolutely cranking some weights here. Dancing with them, maybe semi-romantically. I don't know. Doing some backflips like he's a gymnast on them. Catching weights with it. Effortless power. Alright, that's a very literal interpretation of what we just saw. It made sense. The M4 processor, I assume? I don't think that's like a phone of theirs. M4 processor from Apple. Effortless power. Baby. What do you guys think the final score of this game is this far in here? To me, this seems like a game that could snowball pretty quickly. With all the, time on the clock here. I'm thinking 34-21, and it's just like a late Denver touchdown to get it that close. We'll see. Maybe even 41. CBS NCIS Sydney. Where don't they have an NCIS? I wonder where they film that. Probably doesn't look anything like Sydney. Or maybe they film it in Sydney. I don't know. Do you guys know? How does that work? Do they actually go film in the cities? Are they all done on sets? Alright. We're back. Kickoff incoming. Looks like the ball fell off the tee again. I don't know what Tyler Bass's issue is. He can never seem to keep the ball on the tee. Last time we were watching Buffalo, it fell off prerequisite 2 times in a row before they brought somebody in to hold it up. All right, Tyler Bass gets it away. It's up in the air. It's into the end zone, out of the back of the end zone. And that is going to be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Touchback. I think the Broncos score here. Touchdown or field goal? Not really, but I want them to. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I'm dreading. I don't know. This Buffalo defense is feeling pretty good right now. So Denver's gonna want to come out and reestablish that run. They got to get this clock back in their favor a little bit here. So Bo Nix right behind the center, got the fullback in. They hand it off to Javonte or someone, and it goes for a gain of 7 yards. Tell me it's Tyler Batty. It was. Tyler Batty looked like the best running back that they've had all day on that gain of 7 yards, and he comes off the field with this ever-rotating backfield. Frustrating rotation of a backfield in Denver, especially for fantasy purposes, but sometimes you just wish that they would just trust a guy. All right, Bo Nix right behind center at 2nd and 3 here, and I'd keep pounding the run here. And that is what they're going to do, but it is a surprise handoff to the wide receiver, I think, for 19 yards. I assume that's Mims Jr. I thought maybe that was Devon Vele. But Mims Jr. gets the handoff. It wasn't really an end around. And gets the first down. 1st and 10 now. From the Denver 41-yard line. Sean Payton dressed up for the cold weather here. He's the only guy so far that actually looks cold. All right. Now we're in the shotgun here for Bo Nix. Back to his right. Fakes the handoff, kind of. Goes deep and right off the guy's hands, and it falls to the ground harmlessly. But if the safety had just been a little bit later on the play, he might have been there for that pick. So now Bo Nix 3 of 4 for 64 after that first incomplete pass of the day there. It really wasn't his fault it wasn't caught. It's a little bit high for his... It's a little bit high, but it's in the hands. You got to catch that. Goes literally right through the breadbasket. Wow, the hand's in the diamond. All right, Denver looking to probably make it a 3rd and short here as they do run the ball out of a thick formation. Get about 1.5 yards on it. So it's going to be a 2-yard gain there for Javonte Williams. And it's going to be 3rd and 8. You wanted at least, really you wanted 4 yards there. So 3rd and long. Can't afford to be punting this ball back this quickly as the Buffalo faithful get loud here on 3rd down. You can see them cheering, clapping, trying to get their fellow Buffaloians louder as well. 1 of 2 for 3rd down conversions here for Bo Nix and this Denver team. 3rd and 8. Shotgun. Calls hut. Looks back. Scrambles. Falls back. And he has a man, but he misses him. They do not connect. Ball hits the dirt as a Buffalo player was closing in on it. Is that DeMar Hamlin? I'm not sure. He's got the Guardian cap on. But whatever the case, that's going to be 4th and 8 here. They go back to punt. Dixon, whoa, it's a fake play. He catches it. They convert the fake play to Mims Jr. from the punter to Mims Jr. there. And they got a new set of downs there. That, you have to be prepared for that when you're going up against Sean Payton. I mean, perfect call. That's what you do. So Dixon goes, it fakes punt. Finds Mims wide open and gets it out to him. Well done, Sean Payton. You've once again fooled the system. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 42 yard line of Buffalo as the Denver Broncos offense gets some life re-injected into it. 1st down, they run it for 5 yards. Javonte Williams. And that's going to make it, looks like they got 6 yards. He squirted out. He looked like he's going to be down after 4 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 4 from the 38-yard line, 36-yard line. They are showing the old onside punt there for New Orleans. 2nd and 4. 9.5 minutes left in the half. And Bo Nix throws it out to his wide receiver for a loss of 4 yards. 4 yards there. So that's going to make it 3rd and 10. Well, no. 3rd and 8. Looks like it's a loss of 3. So, make that 3rd and 7. From 39-yard line. Bo Nix in the shotgun. Receivers to his left, receiver to his right, scans the field, throws it deep. That's going to go. Nobody catches it. Miscommunication, maybe? Not sure. Maybe a little bit rushed. Miscommunication, combination. And it's going to be 4th and 7 yet again. Don't believe we're in field goal territory either, so. Punter's going to be coming back out again. You know, try to give him a second chance. Doesn't work out. What can you do? At least the field position flips, so now hopefully you can hold Buffalo, get the ball back, and maybe take a lead before half or something like that. The punt is up, and that's going to be down at the 1-yard line. Beautiful punt. Good job of the coverage unit getting down there. Mims Jr. is just all over the place today. He's returning punts. He's on special teams plays, getting little end arounds. So they're utilizing these players of theirs that they've drafted over these couple of years that aren't always showing up on the scoreboards a whole lot. But you can see how they're helping this team overall. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line for Buffalo when we get back from commercial. Craziness. What a little duck. What is this? Oh, it's an Oregon Ducks commercial. And he brought Duck to the tailgate. That's pretty funny, actually. It's fairly funny. All right. After that drive, stats really haven't changed too much. That drive did not do a whole lot for Denver's offensive stats. It's all over the world. The Coors Light commercials are back for the playoffs. Join the love train. I think my cat just farted. Not sure. Maybe she just made mouth sound. She's sleeping. We'll get the cat on screen at halftime. Donate today. You know, that's what I should have done. I was doing a fundraiser broadcast here for some sort of Los Angeles fire purposes. I did not think about that. So, we're back from commercial. 8 minutes, 28 seconds left in the first half of this game. 1st and 10 for Buffalo. from the 1 yard line, inside of the 1 yard line, not even a full yard here. And we'll see if they don't just call a quick Josh Allen sneak or what. Josh Allen audibling the play, and everybody's pointing at each other. Are they going to be backing it up half the distance, or are they going to get forward? False start on the offense. That's going to pull it back. Half the distance back to the goal. Ouch. So their antics don't quite work out. Who was that false start on? I assume it might be Brown. Yeah, so he tries calling somebody out on the defense, but there was no defensive movement. So Spencer Brown just false starts on his own. All right, so now they're backed up even more. Let's look for, once again, look for the Josh Allen sneak. They don't. They hand it off, and plenty of room. It goes for about 8 yards there. So it's going to be 2nd and 2 from the 9 yard line after Cook takes that one for 8. Maybe even 9. They're going to call that a 9 yard gain on here. I don't really know how you can call it a 9 yard gain, but okay. I guess it's 2nd and 1, so I guess it's a 9 yard gain. And Cook gets stuffed behind the line. At the line. Ahead of the line. Looks like he gets about a foot. Robbie D. What's up? Robbie in the house. So they close the distance. And it is now a half of a yard. And Josh Allen sneaks it past. That's got to be good. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now from the 11 yard line. 12. Where are they giving it to him? Looks like they gave him a 3 yard gain. So from the 8. Robbie, how are you doing today? Thanks for stopping on through, man. Nice to see you. Appreciate you. Is this a surprise for you? Did you know I was going to do this broadcast? All right, 1st and 10 from 13 yard line. Josh Allen, a lot of time, ends up getting it out to his left to Keon Coleman for a gain of about 6. And it's going to be 2nd and 4 from 19 yard line. Yeah, Buffalo's defense pretty much had everything covered on that one. About 4 guys covering 2. So, good decision by Josh Allen on that play. 2nd and 4, Josh Allen in the shotgun. Back to his right. Cross motion. Keon Coleman crosses the face, and they hand it off to, I think that's Ray Davis for a gain of 3. Yep, so it's going to be 3rd and 1 from the 16 yard line as Ray Davis gets his first carry of the game. Third and a long one. 4 for 4 on 3rd down conversions. Is that right? Didn't we just have a... Oh, that was 2nd down that they got nothing. So 3rd and 1, fake handoff. Josh Allen uses his feet, gets around. Wow, that's devastating. 4 yard scramble for Josh Allen. I mean, the defender did everything they did to contain him, to force him to have to throw the ball on a play that didn't really work, but still just gets outside of containment. Oh, all right. Josh Allen actually broke his ankles early on in that play. Wow. Well done. All right, James Cook off to the right. Josh Allen in Shotgun, first and 10 from the 26-yard line, their own. And that play is converted, I believe, to Cooper for a 5 yard gain there for Cooper. 2nd and 5. At the 30-yard line. I believe? No, 40, right? Where are they? Let's see. I'll tell you in a minute. $39. 31. All right, Josh Allen gives it to James Cook, who goes forward for 5, 6, 7 yards. They've been doing that play quite a bit. Just kind of tossing it over to James Cook, who then follows his blockers in front of him. Does a good job of diagnosing blockers. And really finds the space there again. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line this time. No. 38. Sorry, 7-yard gain from the 31. Yeah, 38. All right, Josh Allen right behind center. Big man goes in motion, handed off to James Cook, who goes for 2 yards. Yeah, they're going to give him all 2 of those. 40-yard line. Did we just hit a 2-minute warning? What happened? No, 3 minutes. 2nd and 8. As Buffalo continues to just dominate clock. Looking to go down their score and leave Denver no time to answer. 2nd and 8 for Josh Allen, down back in the shotgun. Motion, faces in front of him, off to the right-hand side, and that play gets called dead immediately. I'm guessing false start on the offense. Back it up. Deion Dawkins, tackle, false start. So, going to be 3rd and 13. 2nd and 13. Sorry. No play, loss of 5 yards. That is the 3rd false start for Buffalo today. We had James Cook and then 2 on this drive. All right, Josh Allen looking downfield, gets sacked. Pressure just gets to him before he kind of realizes it. And that was Allen on the sack, with Bonito not too far behind. I think Bonito helping to create some space for Allen on that one. Yeah, Bonito's right there. So that was an interior lineman there on the sack. 3rd and 21. 2 minutes, 22 seconds left on the clock. As we take a break here. Not too sure why we're taking a break after the sack. I don't see any. I think Buffalo called a timeout. Buffalo called a timeout trying to get some time on the clock there. That makes sense. All right, so we're coming back here. Well, now they still got Buffalo with 3 timeouts on the screen. I see Denver with only 2 timeouts on the CBS app. I see Denver with 3 timeouts on CBS television. I assume Denver called the timeout there. It's 3rd and 21. Josh Allen looking deep, just passes it down for a gain of I think 10, maybe 11. And it's going to bring 4th down punters on, I assume. But first we're going to go down to 2-minute warning here. Denver going to take their timeouts, whichever it is, 2 or 3 timeouts, down into the 2-minute warning as the punters will now come on. So, Denver's going to have a chance to pull back into the lead at halftime here. Their defense still holding strong, doing well. You know, Buffalo's definitely been dominating the clock, but they've only got so much to show for it. So definitely wanted to get at least another field goal in here from Buffalo from one of these last two drives, and haven't been able to do it. Wingstop commercial going on, really making me want to get some wings, but Wingstop wings are so expensive. And they're not as good as other places. Wings. Broncos defense is showing up. That is correct, Austin. They are. I mean, you know, Buffalo's definitely been running the ball well. They've just been showing up at opportune times. 128 rushing yards for Buffalo in the first half. So that's not great. You know, time of possession, huge in terms of Buffalo. So they just have been limiting Buffalo, not allowing them to get too big of plays or anything like that, and stopping them, you know, now twice in important situations. There haven't been a whole lot of drives, you know, to score in the first half. Buffalo's, I believe, had 4 opportunities, and I think that Denver's going to be getting its 4th here, if I recall correctly. Not a lot of possessions, I should say. Yeah, this is gonna be actually that was Buffalo's 3rd drive. They had a field goal touchdown. I thought there was one more drive where they didn't score, but that's not the case. So this is gonna be Denver's 4th drive. Buffalo gets the ball after the half, so Denver definitely wants to go down there and at least get a field goal, so that way they can call this a tie. So I mean, you know, I don't know. Buffalo's defense is mitigating. They're mitigating, but I wouldn't really say that they're having a good game so far. They showed up there. They showed up on that drive. That was important. So we'll see, I guess, the rest of the game, how that goes. But you're happy to have limited them to 3 points on that first drive. And then, you know, the second drive is just kind of one of those drives. And the third drive there, they stop them. All right. So, fair call not called. And the defender gets pretty well smacked there. It's going to be 1:52 for Denver. Starting from their own, I don't know what yard line it's at, but it's not a good spot. Flag on the play. Did he call it for a fair catch? 14 yard line. To be excessive celebration or something after the play? What is this? Unnecessary roughness? On Denver. Marvin Mims. Pushes a guy a little bit? I don't know. Feels chintzy. I feel like Mims also feeling the same way there. Kind of looking, not really arguing with the ref, just kind of like, okay, I suppose that's what you're gonna call me. Yeah, I mean, the refs have done a pretty nice job, I feel like, of just calling the game and letting the players play. They couldn't help but stick their noses in there. I don't know. I didn't think that was a big deal. I'm looking to see if the tweets that come through on this app, if they have any kind of complaint about that or not. But yeah, I don't know. Seemed like much to do with not a lot. Oh, by the way, we got a cat. We caught a cat. I was fishing while you guys weren't paying attention. We got the cat. Look at her. Oh, yes. Maybe we'll get her bandana on at halftime. Her grandma got her some handkerchiefs to like wrap around her neck. She just looks so content. The star of the show, Ms. Kitty Cat. Snickers. Coming onto the stage next, Ms. Snickers. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Can you meow for the folks? I could make you meow, but I would have to hurt you. We aren't gonna do that. Meow. Very rarely talks. When she talks, she's got something to say. Alright. Get back on my lap. Oh, you guys didn't, You gotta remind me. I never changed the ball, I don't think, that time. And, I gotta change the quarter here. Come on, guys. Gotta help me remember to change this. Boom. Looks a little off-center, doesn't it? The Q2? What? Did that just happen? Well, no time to center it now. 1st and 10. Bo Nix completes it for 7 yards, I think that's going to be. Minute 40. Clock is ticking as Bo Nix gets everybody back to the line here. He's in the shotgun. Spread right to the right. Back to his left. Bo Nix goes back and is going to go for that first down. Not quite going to get it. That's going to be, the clock is not going to stop either. He goes out of bounds backwards. That's thrown to his big tight end, Lucas Kroll. It's going to be 3rd and short as the clock continues to tick. What do you do here? Do you let the clock tick, or do you get aggressive and try to convert here? Do you run it, or do you go pass downfield? It sure looks like it's going to be a Bo Nix sneak. They are going to let a little bit of the clock go, but then they get it, they convert it. I think you call a timeout after that one. Yes, they call the timeout. 57 seconds left on the clock. Denver's going to be down to 1 timeout. 57 seconds, and they are back on still now at their 20-yard line because, you know, because that personal foul, they started at like their 7-yard line. I suck at drawing. My Chargers sucked yesterday. Well, I mean, most of the game, the offense struggled. The defense did really well. Just once the dam broke, it just broke, you know. It happens. I mean, lose by 10 points or lose by 34 points, it doesn't really matter. Once you start pressing, sometimes things happen. Mr. Herbert threw more picks that game than his whole season. Yes, 4 picks to 3. You know, I mean, I would argue that he really only threw 2 picks. He got the final pick of the game, which is whatever. You're pressing. It didn't connect. I think that his wide receiver could have made a much better play for that ball. And then you got the pick before that, which goes off of the wide receiver's hands. So, really, I mean, obviously all season these things happen too. It's just all season, you know, it wasn't bad luck. All right, Bo Nix scrambles there. He's going to get down to the 29-yard line. Well, 32-yard line because they're going that way. 31. 31-yard line as the clock ticks down to about 30 seconds as they call hut. 1st and 10. It converts it out to his man along the sideline. Going to get that to the 41-yard line. And that did stop the clock. So 27 seconds at the 41-yard line. That was caught by, I assume that's going to be Sutton. Yes, Sutton for 11 yards there. So 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. 27 seconds. 1 timeout to go as Bo Nix goes in the shotgun looking, and just a bad throw. Something that'll happen. Doesn't go anywhere. 7 for 11, 81 yards and a touchdown so far in the half for Bo Nix. Kicker's getting ready on the sideline. 23 seconds to go. Just, yeah, I mean, really just trying to get into field goal territory here. Bo Nix scanning, doesn't find anything deep. Scrambling, finds something deep, goes off of the hands of number 17. I think there's also going to be a holding call as Bo Nix was scrambling in the pocket. So we'll see if this doesn't get backed up. But we'll see what the call is. Could be defensive holding. I think they're calling defensive holding on Christian Benford. So that's going to be 5 yards. You don't get the time back on the clock, however. So Bo Nix just overthrew his target there by a little ways. That would have been a huge play. Otherwise, would have brought him down into field goal territory there. But 15 seconds left first and 10 after the holding call on Christian Benford. Ball at the 47-yard line. Need, I don't know. Looking for like 20 more yards here. In 2 plays at best. I think you can get one out for like 7 yards here, and then you use the middle of the field and you call a timeout. So, trying to work the sideline for one more pass before you go down the middle of the field to hopefully get it into field goal territory with your timeout. Should be able to get 7 yards here. Looking to get it to about the 45-yard line. Maybe take 4 seconds off the clock. Well, 5 seconds. They're not using the sideline. Well, they got a guy there. They get it all in that play. They're going to be able to take a field goal from here. There you go. So they call the timeout immediately. I don't know why you do that. You freaked out. So there's still 5 seconds on the clock. So this field goal, we're going to have a kickoff after the field goal. Stupidly, I think. I don't think it takes 5 seconds to kick it. But they got that all the way down to the 26-yard line there. Big play to Sutton for 21 yards. Right as he was looking at his release valve, he saw it downfield. Cortland Sutton came wide open as he came across the field. So that's going to make this 50-yard field goal. Roughly, somewhere right in there. Kicking it from the 32. 50-yard field goal. And it's up. It's looking. Oh, it doinks. It doinks and it doesn't fall through. It falls short because of the doink. It just barely. I mean, centimeter more to the left and it would have doinked in. Oh, maybe a little bit more than that. I came into pretty direct contact with the pole. All right. Yeah, so he hits the pole. And they're going to go into half down. 10-7. Oh, snap. Yeah, couldn't quite tie it up. That's why they should have done what I thought. You go for the quick 7-yard play there. And then you go do the 15-yard play after that. Gets you a little bit closer. Not much closer, though. So that's unfortunate for Denver. But I think, you're kind of happy you were able to get into that position. And that you're only down by 3 against Buffalo. I don't think this is an incredible surprise. I thought that this game would probably remain relatively close coming in. I thought there was a chance here for Buffalo to get up to 17-7 and, score on every drive there and maybe really pile it on then in the second half. But Hasn't happened. Denver's defense locked it down on the third drive. So we still got a cat here hanging on the lap. We'll get her on screen. We'll get her on screen. Boom, boom, boom. We'll cover the stats in just a little bit. Kitty cat saying hi. Kitty cat says meow. If you can only hear, you can only hear the purring. All right. So, let's look at the box. The box guy. Whoa. I suck at drawing. You still hanging around out there? You want to talk more about Herbert? All right. So at the halftime, once again. Well, let's see here. Buffalo's going to get the ball after half, so we can change that up. I think that's what's supposed to happen. It is currently halftime, so let's update that. So you guys think I should do this next weekend too? What about Monday night? Is half gonna fit in there? Let's see. It does. Look at that. Scott Norwood is the GOAT. Scott, what did you do? What did you do to earn the title, GOAT? I must know. I don't doubt you. I'm just curious. There we go. Well, welcome in, Scott. All right. So we're all good. We're at halftime. Scores are correct. Ball's correct. Austin, that would be cool. Doing Monday, tomorrow night, too. I missed a field goal, making Bills a poverty franchise. Is that true? Is this back in the 80s? Scott Norwood. American football place kicker. It is back in the 80s. Alright. Did you miss more than one? I'm the GOAT. Yeah, I know the 4 straight Super Bowls. Were you responsible for the first one? Well, Scott, regardless, it's a pleasure having you in here, and I guess you're the GOAT. Wide right. Wide right just comes up. That's funny. I didn't realize his name is Scott Norwood. I'm the Bills King. Well, you know, Scott, I don't know that they look at you as their king. Might be more like a folk tale, a nightmare of days past. I wonder if they have any bars with like the Scott Norwood special or anything around there. Anyway, Scott, welcome in. I am the Bills. Are you having fun, Scott? Are you having fun, Scott? Sounds like you are. I will not take that away from you. Tom Grossi sending love. I freaking knew it. Alright, well, I'm not going to be able to read all of this. I appreciate you guys. Obviously, by the name, you can tell I do a lot of fantasy football content. Grossi, thank you very much. If you could tell, I got the Lacey jersey on. Where is it? I don't know if you can read it. Got the Lacey jersey, so I am from Green Bay, and I am a Packers fan, and Scott Norwood, wide right. Turn my mic up. Well, I wasn't having any complaints from anybody, but I can turn it up a little bit. How about like 3 decibels? Is this better? How's that for the mic sounding? Nobody yelled at me. Hey, Ryan Robinson with the tour. I appreciate you. Grossi Raid. Skull from Minnesota. Hey, we've got a couple Minnesota fans hanging around in here. Good luck tomorrow night, I suppose. My friend with the wink. Yes, yes, yes. I wonder if there's anybody in here who might recognize me. There's a possibility. Robbie D from 5 to 183. Yeah, that's what a Grossi raid will do. Obviously, big fan of Grossi. Big fan. So I appreciate you all for coming on through. And of course, you know what to do. Please stick around if you may, or not. Grossi Skull Productions. Having fun there with the Grossi raid. Tom is a W. Scott Norwood even knows what's up. Just bragging about being the GOAT, but he knows that Tom is a W. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Cursed Studios for $2. Thank you very much. This is my first stream ever, so I don't normally do this, but I thought we'd have a little bit of fun. Part of the reason why I've never done it is because I was always a little bit nervous to get a Grossi raid. Need to get, my practice in. Bucks fan here and Grossi Perna supporter. Love to you. Appreciate you. Grossi and Perna are not streaming together, are they? It's not a GPS raid, is it? Grossi Posse, yeah. I know they did last night. I was in with them last night. Good luck to the Bucks fan as well there, Accursed Studios. Appreciate you. Appreciate the subs. Appreciate the likes and all that. And I hope you like the content if you stick around for that. Once again, do fantasy football content for about half of the year. And I do regular NFL draft content starting like now. So I have begun studying this class and that process. And in the meantime, doing maybe a stream a weekend or so. Tom Grossi is awesome from Austin. No, because Perna has sponsorship obligations. Hey, I've got the ads turned off in this game, Jennifer. You know what's up. Sponsorship obligations are, they are a thing. Is he not able to do that with GPS? Is that what you're saying? Got to ask, do you D&D on the side? I've never played D&D, but I do. I watch Critical Role. I create D&D characters every now and then when I'm bored, just for the heck of it. Try and create fun ones. I don't know, just in case the opportunity ever arises. But no, I have never played D&D. I don't play it on the side. I would. The opportunities only presented itself once, and I didn't end up making that work. A different question there, Accursed Studios. What brought that question out, Accursed Studios? Logan, Baron, you want to see the cat? I think the cat was here at the beginning of the raid. There we go. Cat says hello. Her name is Snickers. She's getting old, but she's still beautiful. I adopted her when she was 2, so had her for like 8-9 years. Buffalo will be getting the kick after the halftime, 10-7. So, yeah, paying the cat tax here. I hope you guys enjoy the kitty. Perna is not with Tom during this game because Perna has sponsorship obligations. Yes, he does. Carla's Ghost. Is this what I gotta do? Is this how I make money? I just gotta show the cat. Carla, I appreciate you for the $5. You are my hero. Appreciate you very much. Bears fan, so as usual, I'm looking for a postseason team to cheer for. Well, I mean, you just beat the Packers. I can't imagine a better team to root for because, the further we go, the more better that makes the Bears win. So, really, if we were to win a Super Bowl, you could say, well, I mean, we're basically better than the Super Bowl champions because we beat them in Week 18 of the season. And they had their starters out there for at least part of that game. So, Carla, hey, Bears fans of every team, always welcome in here, just like within Grossi's chat. I've already got fans of all types in here since I do fantasy football content for a lot of the year, and you're all welcome, and I don't hold any grudges. I will say the Bears still suck from time to time, but, that's just, it's in my blood. I can't help it. Lacey was great until he found Snickers, not the cat. Yes, Zach Young. Lacey was great for the year that he was great for. 2. I don't know. I wish I would have bought a jersey that had a longer staying power. This is this is like the official one that they're like $300 or whatever the heck. I didn't have to pay that much for it because I knew somebody. I got a friends and family discount, but still, yeah, it didn't work out for very long. I was very disappointed to see his career go the way it did, and in part, I feel like the organization just he always ran a little bit heavier, you know. I didn't need a medal. Bulls. Same Bulls. Are you talking about the Bulls like basketball Bulls here, the football guy? Hey, anybody that's normally in my chat, if you didn't mind, hop on over, say thanks to Tom Grossi, give his stream a like, and I'm gonna myself hop on over there, give him a thanks, but thank him for the raid there. That was very kind of him. I don't have it so I can donate. I don't have an account set up. I want to give him like a, you know, a dono back and say thanks. Let's see here. Let's find his channel first. Tom Grossi pops right on up. Tom Grossi sending love. All right, here. Let's try and send a little bit of love back. Oh my gosh, we don't need that. What is that? Apparently I didn't have my computer on mute. Okay. Gotta subscribe. Apparently not subscribed from this. I am from my regular account. Guys, how do I set up... Okay, show your support. Super chat. All right, there we go. Thanks for the raid. Buy and send. Go pack. Go. Why won't it let me buy and send? Oh, because it's too long. And now, I think I've got to go get a card. Yeah. Okay, hold up. I've never donated. Love kitties. Robbie, I'm glad that you said kitties there. That was pretty close. I would still wear Aaron Jones even though he turned evil. Yeah, you know, he did turn evil, but that's okay. We still love Aaron Jones. He's a great guy, and we know that. 5-2. Oh, I start to say my card out loud. Let's not do that. All right, so we are coming back from half here. What's the month? What's the year? Denver kicking it off. Let's see. Did that go through? Grossi? Get it. Card issuer declined pay. That's not cool. Why would you do that? Let's try this. All right, so 1st and 10 from 41, 7 yards there to James Cook. I think it was about 7 yards. Maybe it was 8. 6 yards. So 2 6-yard runs by James Cook there. Well, another 6-yard run coming, actually. Let's get this out. Austin, he acknowledged my comment. Okay, that's great. I love to see that. Oh, you know, I bet you I know why it didn't take the other card, because it had my full first middle name instead of initials. Well, we'll just use this one instead. Oh, I'm so mad. Why is this being a pain? All right, from the 48-yard line, Buffalo still has the ball. Play action. Josh, looking down the field, gets it to, is that Knox? Knox for a huge gain of 25 yards. They're going to be on the 27-yard line, I believe that is, of Denver, now knocking on their door. Going to be 1st and 10 from about there. Let's try this again. So 1st and 10 from, 27-yard line. Hand it off to James Cook, who's going for 10, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17? Maybe yards. Looks like they're giving him 19 on here. I don't know about that. But big gain. And they are already in the red zone and driving hard here. There we go. There we go. Able to say thanks to Tom. Had my full middle name, not my initials. Oops. Austin, I appreciate you for going over there and saying thanks to him. Hopefully he'll get to that eventually. What's the notification I've got on here? All right, we're back. So, it is 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. I missed a play. I apologize for that. And hand it off to James Cook again. He's behind the line of scrimmage, and he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage with guys swarming around him. So, good job there. Good job there of getting back to the line. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 6. So, really, this has been huge for Denver as they've been clamping down now another drive most of the time here so far today as Buffalo gets into the red zone. So we shall see here if Buffalo can get another, I think they really would like this touchdown. So Josh Allen back in the shotgun. Denver's defense is in the defense. Josh Allen scanning the field, looking left, looking right. Got a lot of pocket in front of him, around him, and then it all collapses as he's not able to find anybody eventually. And it is now going to be 4th and goal from the 9-yard line. So I think that they are going to accept that. Looks like Josh Allen was asking for some sort of defensive holding, interference. Well, it wouldn't be interference. Some sort of defensive holding call as he was complaining about there. But, yeah, everything eventually collapsed in on him there. So whether there was holding or not, I don't know. But Tyler Bass coming out onto the field here after, I'd say, a huge win there for Denver. 10 minutes left in the half, and Tyler Bass scores, so we will give that. That's the wrong one. We will give Denver the tying 7 points. Whoa, that's not. We want properties here. Change that to 10. We will prepare the ball with the assumption that Denver will be getting it back. Who knows? And we're in the third quarter, guys. We need to let's update that as well. Quarter 3. So first stream, and we got a Tom Grassi Ray, guys. How if I freaking knew it. He's always looking for new people. That's why I didn't want to restart the stream at half. I'm like, well, that would, I'd restart it either after that happened or like right as he's going to do it or something like that. I don't want that. So that's why I restarted it earlier. I'm trying to move this. There we go. So it's about halfway. There we go. Boom. Quarter 3. Bulls. Bills, Bulls. I said Bulls before, didn't I? But you meant Bills. Wait, which one do you mean, football guy? Now I'm confused. Now I don't know. Metro left the chat for 5 seconds. Did Metro miss the raid? I still think Robbie D's Love Kitties comment's too funny. He got it. He said, no problem. I didn't even pay. This would be a huge shot for the Broncos. Yeah, Austin, he does a pretty good job of keeping his eye out for that kind of stuff, but you never know if he'll see it or not with how busy his chat can get. But at least these streams are a little less busy that he might catch those things. He's read off a fair amount of my comments, actually, which is always surprising to me that he catches them. He doesn't know that he's read off my comments because they're not set under this name. But Bills, Bulls, Bills, Bulls, Bills. 13-7. I think the Broncos should feel pretty good. That's right. I got I gave the wrong team 3 points there, guys. Thank you for the correction. Buffalo. There we go. Now we got the score right. Tom's a great guy. I admire him. He was a small piece of giving me the courage to just get it going, originally with my channel. George Play, what's up? Hey, my man. I couldn't have been on YouTube. Glad to announce that I am a 2-time consecutive fantasy champion. Yes, George Play. Congratulations. Thanks for all the as ice my guy advice. There we go. That makes much more sense. You are very welcome, George Play. Congratulations. I love to see it. Does that mean you have gotten this year and last year, George? Because you were with me last year too. You're doing better than me with my advice. I love it. I always make it to or around the dance. I just can't seem to finish the dance off lately. Awesome, George. I love to see it. Hey, George, I was rated by Tom Grassi at halftime of this game. That was fun. That's why there's so many likes on the stream. I don't know if anybody stuck around besides maybe the football guy. I guess I wasn't exciting enough. We'll see. We'll see if anybody comes back. All right, Denver Broncos. 1st and 10. 10 minutes left to go from the 20. And Denver goes nowhere on 1st down. Run the ball. Goes nowhere. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from their own 20 yet again. So it looks like during the commercial break, Josh Allen doing a little bit of lobbying with the refs, getting some clarification as to why that whatever penalty he was asking for wasn't called. Time of possession still heavily in favor of Buffalo, about 25 minutes to about 10 for Denver. Crazy. Denver. Shotgun for Bo Nix. 2nd and 9. They did end up giving him a bit of a yard. They run it again, and this time for about 4 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 for Denver. That run was by Javonte Williams there. 6 rushes, 26 yards on the day for him. Broncos is going to win. They're definitely keeping it close. I don't think that's a huge surprise. I think at this point, a little bit disappointed for Buffalo. You'd like to be up by like 17 right now to 20. Or not up by, but have 17. So that's going to be incomplete on 3rd and 5. I just don't think Denver's going to have the weapons. Their best weapon, Courtland Sutton, it's not really a good matchup for him. The rest of the offense, I think it's a pretty nice matchup, but they're just not dinking and dunking well enough here. And with incompletions like that, that really hurts. So Troy Franklin does not catch the ball. And Bo Nix, I can't tell if he's mad at his own receiver or if he's mad that there wasn't a penalty on that play. I don't know. Looked like a good play all around, except for the fact that he didn't catch the ball. All right. So Buffalo gets the ball back. We'll move that ball. Bada bing, bada boom. Leading 13-7 with 8 minutes 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Oh. Missed a question from Dirk Emery. Do you do MLB? No, I do not. How many likes are on this stream now? I got it. You don't need to answer. Somewhere I got it. Well, let's see here. 146. Cool, cool. But we're back to the views beforehand. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more. Regardless. Bulls! I still don't know what's going on, the football guy, but I'm totally down for it. If you want to say Bills or Bulls every now and then, let's do it. I just don't know how to respond. That's my only issue. But I think the main point is that I read it, and that I can do. We're at commercial, not missing anything right now. I never did get to halftime statistics on this game, but, you know, that'll happen. I do wonder if somewhere... Already got 1 foot in commit. All right. I don't have time to commit to a D&D campaign. I'm wondering if there's anybody in here that recognized me. Do they say it? Being from Green Bay. Never know. All right. Didn't see anything. Buffalo Bills at the 27-yard line here, handed off to James Cook, who goes for about a yard. It's going to be 2nd and long from the 28-yard line, I assume. So far, field goal, touchdown, punt, field goal on the first 4 possessions for Buffalo to date. They've been eating a lot of clock, so there haven't been a lot of possessions. They've scored on 3 or 4 of them, though. They've been pretty dominating on offense, just not really finishing drives off too strongly, but keeping their defense nice and fresh. And Buffalo, Josh Allen passes it off to, is that Khalil Shakir for about 9, is that like 15 yards? 13 yards. 13 yards, that was Khalil Shakir. Number 10. Trying to remember some of the numbers of these guys. And that obviously is a first down then. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from Buffalo's 41-yard line after that 13-yard play. Khalil Shakir has the most yards after the catch, most yak. Second most after Jamar Chase. A lot fewer than Jamar Chase, but second most. And the handoff quickly underneath goes to, I think that was Ray Davis again for another 7-yard gain. That was Ray Davis. There's a penalty on the play. And it's going to be, looks like it's going to be coming back. Yep. So that was holding against Dalton Kincaid, 10 yards, no play. It's going to be 1st and 20 now from the 31. Ray Davis' 7-yard gain as if it never happened. Wiped, off the board, clean, didn't happen. It is time now for the Bills to overcome. 1st and 20, Josh Allen in the shotgun. Back to his left. Looks like that might be Ray Davis, or there is this Ty Johnson probably. It is Ray Davis. Interesting that they kept him in. Josh Allen scrambles, gets loose for about 7-8 yards there on the scramble. And it's going to make it 2nd and 13-ish. 2nd and 12 they're showing on the screen. From 39-yard line, roughly. Bills. Football guy. I'll say it every time. Whether it's got a U or an I, we'll say it. All right, looks like Bills' defense starting to get a little tired. As you can see, some of their pieces taking breathers on the sideline there on 2nd and 13. They send the blitz, and Josh Allen gets rid of it quickly, but it's just a little long for Ray Davis, and Ray Davis is going to be a defenseless man penalty. He kind of went limp-ish there, got hit hard, never went unconscious, but one of those hits, this could be serious, could just be a stinger or something. Tough to say for sure here, but that was, once again, that's going to be a personal foul. You just got, you can't lower your head. You got to be smarter. You had time to not do this. It looks like he tries to avoid the hit at the last second, and that's when he lowers his helmet. It would have been better to just go like this at him or something and just get him with his body. Instead, he ends up helmet to helmet. I know that's kind of a natural reaction, but they gotta, can't be doing that. You gotta retrain yourself or something. So, we'll see here. Keep an eye on the tweets here. Brandon Jones flagged with that personal foul there. So I know I saw some players starting to gather around him, some kneeling down. So obviously, not a good situation. I'm going to go get some water while we wait. I have 2 glasses of water on standby, ready to go. One moment. Bulls, Bulls. Let's see if there's Davis is up, walking straight to the locker room. So they'll do some x-rays or whatnot on him. But he's up and walking is the good part. So here we go. That's rookie running back Ray Davis. Has had a very good, efficient season when utilized. Haven't had to use him a whole lot, but definitely proven that he could be a back in the future at some point. So, mixed but good news there for Ray Davis. As it looks like CBS is getting ready to come back from commercial. Wow. There he is. Yeah, he's kind of... He's walking back on his own power, but he's got somebody on each side, and he's kind of a little bit slumped. He's not feeling too great as he goes to the locker room. Okay, so 1st and 10 now from the 47-yard line of Denver. And I think we're going to get about a yard run on that one. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 46-yard line now. As the Bills continue to march, in part due to that flag. Josh Allen definitely upset. The defender definitely taking, acknowledging his bad on that one. Took immediate acceptance of, I'm sorry. All right, Josh Allen back in the, gets it to Knox there for about 14 yards, I would say. A little bit of OPI, but nothing bad, and they never call that. Bowls! I almost missed that one, football guy. The Bulls. Keeping chat active. All good. Knox with that 14-yard reception. It makes it another 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Josh Allen doesn't. It's a play action. It goes a little bit funky, and the pass is just off. It's going to be 2nd and 10 as he went for Keon Coleman deep on that one. Just almost feels like he threw it away. But I don't think so. I don't know. Miscommunication, I suppose, between receiver and quarterback on that one. As it went well over Keon Coleman's head and straight ahead. All right, 2nd and 10. Josh Allen in the shotgun. Back to his right. Looks like that's Cook back there if I can't see that hair. Khalil goes in action. He hands it off to Cook, who's going to get maybe 2 yards on that, but let's call it 2. He's going to make it 3rd and 8 there. Guys, comment. There's nobody commenting. The football guy getting personal. Yeah, they're watching the game, I guess, you know? But yes, comment, talk. It does help. It does help if you guys are active in chat, but also, I ain't going to force it. I know I'm not always very active in people's chats, so it'll come. But the football guy would like someone to chat with. All right, Josh Allen. Throws it to Khalil Shakir on the quick wide receiver screen, and he gets some good yardage, but he's not going to get a 1st down there. It's going to be 4th and a long one after that 7-yard game for Khalil Shakir, and it looks like Josh Allen wants to stay on the field there and get aggressive. So a field goal does put him up by more than, by 2 scores, but I agree to some extent here, getting aggressive. You know, their offense has a touchdown on the first drive, and that's been it all day. Josh Allen goes back. He's got all the time in the world, but nobody's open. Pressure starts coming. He slings it into the end zone for a touchdown. Wow. Finds, is that Ty Johnson, I think, at the back of the end zone. Last second as pressure starts to come to him, just slings it up. You think maybe he's kind of throwing it away, but then you see the ball coming in, and then a sliding catch by Ty Johnson, who keeps his back feet out of bounds, he keeps his back feet in bounds by not being out of bounds as they're kind of lifted off of the dirt, it looks like, and his knees down as he catches it. So the only thing I could think is if you got to make sure one of his feet is not touching out of bounds here, but his knee is down. I think you got to call that a catch as long as he has possession. catches it. There's possession for a little bit as far as I can tell before he gets a foot out of bounds. I think that's going to stand as a touchdown regardless. Yeah, he never loses possession after that. That's the important part there. The ball does not wiggle at all when he hits the ground or anything like that. So I think this will stand. I'm going to go ahead and get it entered in. To 22-7. We shall see. The football guy. Bye. Goodbye. I assume you're saying goodbye. Or maybe you're saying bye. I don't know. Feels like a goodbye to me, so I'm going to take it as a goodbye. A football guy. I'm sorry nobody wants to chit-chat with you, but I hope you find friends elsewhere then, and please come back around. Usually people are a little bit chatty. They were chatting in the first half. I don't know what happened. I don't know if some people had to go for a little while. But they'll be back at some point, I'm sure. There's Austin, Chad. That's a blow for the Broncos. Yeah, that's going to be pretty big for the Broncos there. Or maybe you're saying goodbye to the Bills? Football guy? I don't know. I don't know. But if you are leaving us, I appreciate you. Hope to see you around more. And that play is upheld during the commercial break. Ty Johnson for a 24-yard, really, really good touchdown there. Austin's in and out. He's up and he's down. He's yes and he's no. That is Katy Perry. Damn you, Packers fan. IP. How's it going, IP? I forget IP. What's your team? I'm watching the game and watching this. Well, you don't have to watch me. You just play the game and you listen to me. I assume that's pretty much what you meant. IP, are you an Eagles fan? That could make some sense. But I was just gonna say, I think he's I think we've been through this IP before. We've got because we've got Lions, we've got Bears, and we've got Minnesota fans as regular people around chat. We had all four of us in here once or twice. I don't know if you were one of the Bears fans, but the whole NFC North is represented by regulars in the channel. You can see the new stadium being built. I think that's the new football stadium, right? For Buffalo. Being built in the background of the shot as they come back from commercial break. 3 minutes and 6 seconds left on the clock. Once again, this was confirmed and the extra point did go through. Actually, guys, we're going to get a 2-point attempt. So, Josh Allen for the 2-point attempt. 2 yards out, of course, of the end zone right here. He's got 5 split wide. Doesn't look like they're going to run it. He finds Keon Coleman for the 2-point conversion. It is completed. That's going to bring it up to 21-7, and we can move the ball over to Denver as they'll be taking over. Trying to make this a game as we get close to the fourth quarter. Again, I mean, it has been a game to some extent. I would say it's never really felt, too scary for Buffalo, but it's been one of those games where if you don't, finish some drives here, Buffalo, all of a sudden Denver's still within 1 score winning the game. But at this point, they are starting to pull away, which was kind of what I said near the end of the first quarters. I thought this might be one of those games that snowballs. So we'll see if that ends up happening. I hope you all beat the Eagles, though. Hurts a fraud. All right. Hurts cannot get any respect. I mean, I would like us to beat the Eagles, too. I actually like quite a few of the Eagles players, especially on defense, but also A.J. Brown. But, can't really root for them against my Packers. So, we'll be rooting against them. And I appreciate you rooting for us. I'll be watching it with some family. Hopefully there's not too much anger going around. Some of my family can get a little emotional. Either way, actually they can all get emotional. Some in the negative, some in the positive. It's okay to have different opinions, chat. He's a pretty good passer. His numbers are pretty good. He has made it to a Super Bowl. He's made it to the playoffs. I don't know, every year of his career or something like that. All but one. Maybe his rookie year probably didn't. He's improved pretty much every year. It's not him. That's the organization. It's the coaching staff. They just unnaturally fall short at the 1 yard line on 4th downs and in front of the end zone for some weird freaking reason. An insane amount. It's not natural. It's good for them that they have the tush push. Yeah, it doesn't make them bad at all. All right. In my opinion, of course. Broncos going to start the ball. Touchback at the 30-yard line. 3 minutes and 6 seconds left on the clock. Feels like about 5 minutes ago that I said it was 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Redcross.org/NFL if you want to donate. I would recommend maybe finding someone better than the Red Cross to donate to myself. Not the worst organization. But sometimes they do questionable things with the monies. Saquon got enough touchdowns, but I would have liked a couple more too. Would have been okay with it, but he had enough. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line, hands it off to, I assume, Javonte for 4 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and 6 for Denver as they are going to want to make sure to score on this drive. Williams up to 7 rushes for 29 yards now, so not inefficient, but they just don't seem to want to stick to the run. It is 2nd and 7. I thought he had 4 yards. Apparently he only had 3. See, now we might be becoming a little bit too predictable. They hand it off again. That one only goes for about a yard. So now it's going to be 3rd and 6. Yeah, at this point, this offense might be getting a little too predictable for the defense. That play you could read from a mile away. I'm all for establishing the ground game, but we've seen that play before on 2nd and whatever. That was very much easy to see that one coming. All right, shotgun, 3rd and 6. Big play here. 1 minute, 50 seconds on the clock. Running back to his right. 4, 3, 2, 1. He's calling for the ball. 0. Oh, he gets the ball. And are they going to say that's... What is this? We got a flag. It is going to be a false start on the offense. Ouch. That is on wide receiver Troy Franklin. Got a little anxious. Got out of his step. A lot of movement going along in places there. So he comes off the field. Mims back on the field. 3rd and 11 now, so they just made it that much tougher for this rookie, Bo Nix, against a good defensive unit. Not where you want to be. They're going to be hawking that 11 yards there. So they send 4. Bo Nix has a little bit of time. He throws it into double coverage, and he hits 2 Bills wide receivers who run into each other, and his receivers still standing, but the ball's behind him. So I don't know who's to blame for what on that. Just a bad throw? I mean, that's a bad throw. a very risky one. He just doesn't have the oomph to get it in there quick enough on his ball. All right, punts away. 4th and 11. It is going to be Buffalo ball here. Recovering it at the 20-yard line, the 25, the 30. He's got some room. Goes to the 40-yard line where he is met by, I think that might be the kicker. Takes him down at the 41-yard line. So good special teams return there. And Buffalo's going to start this drive with some good position. And I'm thinking we are seeing that snowball beginning here as Buffalo's defense has just been able to remain fresh all day. Am I streaming for the Packers game? I am not. I did not prepare. I didn't know how successful this would or would not be. I just want to kind of dip my toes in. I might go tomorrow night for that game. But the Packers game, I got family that's going to be around, so I chose to do this game for the first one. I thought it had potential to be pretty fun, and it was for a good portion of it there. We'll see what happens as we come in close. My bank is calling me. Hold up. Hello? Yeah, that's me. You calling for about a charge? Okay. Yep. Chat. Yeah, yeah. The second one, I mean, I ended up doing two because the first one didn't work because I actually entered in um my full middle names instead of the initials there. I know, but I'm not saying anything important. So then I corrected that, and then so the second one should go through. I don't want both of them to go through, but okay, perfect. Yes, it was me though, by the way, for verification. No, I appreciate you checking up on that. All right, thank you. Bye bye. There we go. Multitasking. Sorry, I was keeping an eye up. Thank you, IP, for giving me a heads up. I was making sure nothing important would be said. He had no clue. He's like a YouTube something super. Then he paused because it cut off on his chat. Sure. We are back from commercial. Sorry, but I did want to not have to call them back. So I figured we'd take care of that. It was a good time. So, Josh Allen, right behind the center, pitches it back to James Cook, who's going to go nowhere. I don't know if they'll give him a yard on that, but he did not get a yard. So it is going to be 2nd and 9 technically, but, I mean, he got about a foot. And I assume Buffalo's going to let this clock go down a little ways before they probably run it one more time. Maybe they'll call it pass play action. Ooh. 2nd and 9. Ty Johnson in the backfield. Actually, not really in the backfield, though. Maybe a little quick screen pass to Ty Johnson. Nope. Goes the opposite side of the field for that quick screen pass that I was talking about. For about a gain of 3 yards to number 18. Is that... I can't think of his name. Yeah, Amari Cooper. That's who I was thinking it was. So Amari Cooper for 3 yards makes it 3rd and 6. It's funny, they give him 3 yards there. It makes it 3rd and 6. Yet we gave a yard to James Cook. So really... Oh no, that maths. Never mind. I lied. Commercial. So I think that's the end of the half. Yes, they just brought us to commercial nice and quick. All right, so we're going to be going on into the 4th quarter. as Buffalo looks to pretty much cement the victory here on this drive. We'll see. Big third down for Denver's defense coming up. Buffalo still got the ball, 21-7. All right, everything's in line there. Let's see here. Packers inactives. Looking forward into a game. And Christian Watson, as expected. Quay Walker and Evan Williams will be rejoining the unit. So that's big-ish for that defense, as other pieces have been stepping up, out of place. Coming together, though, also. Gotten some good out of those injuries. Well, out of the Quay Walker injury, at least. Edgerrin Cooper's gotten a chance. So, Packers getting a little bit healthier on defense for this game. Milwaukee going up against New York right now. Eagles, inactives. Eli Ricks, backup cornerback. Rookie wide receiver, backup running backs. Offensive lineman, backup safety. Nope. Eagles fully healthy. We got some sort of commercial going. Oh, it's a local commercial for Kias. Defense needs to contain Saquon. Yeah. Probably not allowing 3 touchdowns would go a little ways, don't you think? Amari needs more targets. Well, I think they just haven't been getting aggressive against Denver. They've just been taking what's given to them and running the ball really well. So it's just kind of one of those things. Amari's there as like the Hail Mary option in an offense that really doesn't want to take the Hail Mary option unless they need to. So he mostly just opens everything up for other guys. Helps to keep the field a little bit, wider spread. And, he hasn't been complaining about it, so that's good. It helps when you can get a guy who's really talented, who's also willing to just be a decoy. Yeah, I hear you. It's just, when it ain't broke, don't fix it, I think, is one of those things where it's like, you don't want to change your whole offense because you got Amari Cooper either, because he just kind of is a piece of it. And that's going to be caught by Keon Coleman, who doesn't have... Oh, but he's physical. That's a touchdown. No, that's Samuel, not Keon Coleman. My bad. I got the number wrong. So Curtis Samuel takes it on 3rd and 6 for 55 yards and a touchdown. That snowball effect that I talked about is coming in here. I said 21 for Denver, and I didn't want to say it, but I figured, hey, they'll get one more touchdown during the game, and then, as the game clock, with 3 minutes left or something, maybe they get that other touchdown. But they don't settle for field goal. Apparently, I shouldn't have said that. I should have said 17 at best. But even then, I should have said 14 at best. We'll see. 27. Extra point. Loading. Let's see if it comes through. Tyler Bass lines up. Goes through. All right. So, that makes it 28-7. As we assume that Denver will be getting the ball back here in a game that is now out of control. 14 minutes, 50 seconds left in the quarter. Denver needs to score, and they need to score within less than 3 minutes. 2.5 minutes or something to have a legit chance at winning this game. Or tying it up, I should say, really. All right, time for the Packers-Eagles game. What is that, 4:15? Still an hour. 4:30. Still an hour and 10. Oof. I'm ready for some food, too. I had peanut butter and bacon sandwich before we started to help get through this. Kudos to the Broncos for making it here. Yeah, I think it's much like LA, yesterday. It's just like, even though LA was supposed to win that game, you're ahead of schedule as organizations. Now, that doesn't always end up following through the next season. But I think in both situations, sky's the limit, but the arrow is pointing forward right now. What we will, as Denver fans, I mean, I'm not, I don't know who is or isn't, but Denver fan, what they want to see next year is going to be a step up, for their quarterback. That's going to be big for them if he can continue to progress forward. Because progression is not always a straight line. Oftentimes there are positives and negatives, as I'm sure Denver fan is very well aware of. Bo Nix this season has been a little bit up and down, but overall positive. Lots of snow in Buffalo. Not lots, but snow in Buffalo. I'm sure they had lots recently. The stadium's packed. There's not an empty seat in the house. Even at this point, nobody's leaving early. Believe this 17 equals MVP. Believe. I get it, because they're the Bills. It took me a moment. I'm like, why are they celebrating Bill Belichick getting a job at UNC? I don't get it. Do you think they should upgrade the wide receiver room? The Bills? Yes. I don't know for sure if they will, though. I'm kind of predicting that they will in early mocks that I've been working on, because there's some wide receivers that might be available around the time that they're probably drafting that could make a lot of sense for them, and I think that you would go with those wide receivers over like Tyler Warren or one of the tight ends, but argument could be made that to go for one of the tight ends instead. I just think that wide receiver value is just higher than tight end value, but if you think your wide receiver room's good, then you don't do that. All right, so Denver has the ball shortly. They're replaying the Curtis Samuel play. We will be getting something here. There we go. 1st and 10 for Denver from the 25-yard line. Bo Nix back in shotgun. Looks left, looks middle, holds it, looks right, and scrambles and gets room, and he's up past the 40 to the 43-yard line as he approaches the 50 half midfield marker, telling his team to hurry up properly, that there's some family. It's what you need to be doing. Apparently the door is not unlocked for them. Bo Nix. Back. Throws. Caught. 40, opposite 46-yard line or so. I don't know. Caught. They're moving. They're past the 50-yard line, the midfield marker of Buffalo. 49-yard line. It looks like they're going to have the ball. Denver. Back. Lets it loose again. That's another gain of about 10 yards there to... Is that Troy or Mims? One or the other? I think that's Troy. Yeah, Troy Franklin, because he's skinnier than Mims. No Broncos. Bills could too. Oh. Yeah, I don't think it's... Well, I don't know that's going to be the highlight. I have team needs. I have a list of team needs. There we go. 1st and 10, and Bo is scrambling yet again. Goes down to about the 22-yard line, as they are on pace to score within that time frame that I said. 2.5 minutes is really what you want. 13 minutes on the clock now. It's been about 1 minute and 40. And I think that's gonna... Is that a timeout? Bills defense, maybe? Yeah, Bills defense takes a breather, gets a timeout there. 12 minutes, 51 seconds left on the clock. Bills, I can tell you my needs list for them right now. Now, my needs list does not include, obviously, it takes into account players that they're going to don't have due to free agency coming up. But Obviously, they'll probably retain at least some of those players, and they might make some moves in free agency. I do have wide receiver 1 specifically on the list, so it's like if they're going to draft a wide receiver, it should be within, the first 2 rounds, maybe the 3rd round. Otherwise, there's really not much of a point, depending on, what they do with their wide receiver room in the offseason. But I have edge, cornerback as their top needs right now, nickelback, guard, and defensive tackle as their second set of highest needs. Then wide receiver 1 and tackle still has needs as well. And then we just got safety depth and receiving depth. So pretty good roster there that we got into just depth pieces even in my needs list. Because not all teams was I able to get into depth pieces for the needs list. But I did kind of 4 tiers for each. So I think edge, cornerback are more important, and this is a good edge cornerback draft. Edges might be gone. I don't know. We'll see by the time that they're drafting. Kind of depends what they think of them at that point in the draft. Cornerbacks could be somebody, a Siobhan Revel even due to injury hanging around there. So, yeah, we'll see. Running back room? No. No, they've got James Cook and Ray Davis in the running back room. Buffalo's good there. They invested and hit it. No running back needed. Just like a 3rd down running back, which they can re-sign Ty Johnson or something. It's probably what they'll do. All right, Bo Nix gets pressured there on 2nd and 13. Incomplete pass is going to bring it to 3rd and 13 from the 25-yard line of Buffalo. Very nice spin move by, I think that's the rookie defensive lineman in Buffalo, but not able to finish the play off. Oh no, that was from Von Miller. I was reading the name, I didn't see Miller. I was reading like Walker, I can't remember the rookie's name. Oh, now we're talking about the Broncos again. Yeah. Timeout, Denver, as things weren't coming together there. Big play. You didn't want to use a timeout there, but hey, if you end up scoring a touchdown, I guess it's worth it. I mean, it has to be at that point. Denver needs list right now. I've got linebacker times 2, and then running back, tight end, and then wide receiver, center, nose tackle, safety, and cornerback. And my 4th tier of needs. These will all end up getting shuffled around as free agency works its way around. But, yeah, running back, I pretty much, have way up there as needs for them. I don't know, though. They've actually had a pretty efficient running game, so they might be happy with it. Personally, I'd rather have somebody you can rely upon, as a primary running back. They also might feel like they have it with Tyler Batty, or, of course, they invested in Audric Estime last year. I wasn't a big Audric Estime fan, though, so, I don't look at that as something that, based on what he's done this year, something that I would rely on. All right, that is completed to Cortland Sutton, who's not going to get a first down, but he's going to make it 4th and 2 as the clock continues to tick here. Under 12 minutes left in the game, down 3 scores. You'd like to see maybe a little more urgency right now, as now you see some players moving a little bit quicker there for Denver. I think head coach there, a little bit frustrated that they're not moving even quicker. Bo Nix, play action, 4th and 2. He's going to dump it off. I don't think he's going to get there. Nope. That's going to be a turnover on downs. DeMar Hamlin celebrating it. That was dumped off to the running back there. I don't know if that's McLaughlin, maybe, 38. Buffalo player needing help on the sidelines. Guy who made the tackle. I don't know what happened to him. Went in with his helmet. Gave himself a concussion probably there. Went in, helmet first, into the shoulder of the Bronco player. Don't know why he ducked his head there instead of keeping it up and form tackling. Ugh. The Bills have done what they're supposed to do all game, really, here. They've done a very nice job of handling this game, managing it, and just controlling it. You know, they let that first drive slip away from them, but after that, it's been hello goodbye. Packers Eagles inactives. We already went over those. Let's see how Milwaukee Bucks are doing against New York Knicks. They're down by 1. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. All right, so we're going to have the ball change, right? Yeah. Going to Buffalo. And how's that player doing? I don't see anybody talking about him, so I assume he got up and got off the field just fine. It looked like they had him at least sitting up by the time that we got to commercial. Ravens versus Bills is going to be exciting. That's not going to be next week's matchup already, is it? No. That is not my prediction. Hold up. Hold up. Can I see a bracket? How do these line up? NFL playoffs bracket. Buffalo should be going up against... Oh. Yeah. It is already going to be Baltimore. Wow. Well, ain't that a dandy? It feels like it should be the 4-5 seed, but it's not because the 1 seed's sitting, chilling. And Buffalo isn't the 1 seed. Boy, that's a costly not getting the 1 seed there, huh? So, Ty Johnson carries the ball for about 9 yards. It's going to be, I don't know what happened on first down. My apologies on that. But it is going to be 3rd and 1 after that run. First down, Josh Allen had scrambled for 4. That was a 5-yard run by Ty Johnson. Once again, 3rd and 1. Incoming from Buffalo's own 23-yard line on this down. It's a long one. Allen throws it to his back, out of the backfield, Ty Johnson, for 2 yards. That is a first down. Clock goes under 10 minutes. 1st and 10. Second and 11. They ran it. It went nowhere. Ty Johnson's still on the field, so it looks like James Cook is done for the day. Ray Davis, last we know, he went to the locker room, I believe. So maybe Ray Davis is still going to be subbing in as Ty Johnson's backup. But Ty Johnson getting this drive right now. 2nd and 11 from 26, their own 24-yard line, my bad. 24-yard line. Josh Allen in the shotgun. Throws it real quickly to Khalil Shakir, who's met with a bunch of Denver players, dances all the way around them, and ends up getting 6-7 yards on that one. I think that's going to be 7 yards. So that should bring it to 3rd and 4 after, I mean, good God, how many guys does Khalil Shakir skirt? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 finally get him down together. Yeah, he put those guys in a blender. That was beautiful. That's what you like about a guy like Khalil Shakir. So makes turns a loss into a gain of 7 there. It is now 3rd and 4 here. Josh Allen in the shotgun goes back, drifts back a little ways, throws it up along the sideline to his tight end, who dives for it and catches it. That was Kincaid making the athletic catch on a ball that was maybe a little too far, but nonetheless, Kincaid lays out, gets it. That's going to be a big reception. That is 35 yards. I could have used some of those. Ooh, it looks like it touches the ground there, maybe. They're up to the line quick. I feel like that might have bounced off the ground. They didn't show it again, and they run the ball for 8 yards. It looks like they got that play off. Ty Johnson gets another 8 yards, and it's not going to matter if Dalton Kincaid did not catch it. Let's see here. Got it. He's got it. It looks like he loses possession of it, and it bounces off the ground and into his gut. Okay, well, it definitely touches the ground. I don't know if he loses possession of it, though, or not. So it might have counted, because it can touch the ground if he's still got control of it. And I don't know if they were going to be able to prove it. So James Cook comes in to spell, and he gets that yard and 2 more for, I guess, 4 yards, according to CBS app here. I think that was about a 3-yard gain there by James Cook. 6.5 minutes left in this game as Buffalo continues to just eat clock. Time of possession now. Denver 17, Buffalo 37 and counting. Wow. 6 minutes and 10 seconds left. Josh Allen, right behind the center, goes in, throws it up for his receiver, who does not get it. On first down, it's going to be 2nd and 10 as the clock mercilessly comes to a halt at 6 minutes and 5 seconds. So that throw was to Keon Coleman along the sideline, just kind of a throw it up there, make a play on it, or don't. And it looks like Keon Coleman opted to kind of try to draw the penalty / make sure that the defender wasn't able to get there. Defender kind of holds, it looks like it's just contact from both sides. And they decided not to call anything. That's fair. Texans vs. Chiefs is pretty interesting. Probably going to be boring. Yeah, it'll probably be a boring game to watch for most people. But Kansas City's offense is coming alive, so, like, I don't know. You know, everything might be coming together for both those teams at the right time for it to be kind of interesting. First and 10. Actually, 2nd and 10. My bad. It's taking a while to get here, but we're here. 2nd and 10 for Buffalo. 6 minutes, 5 seconds left on the clock. Denver player just hanging out on field for no reason, trying to get a 12th man penalty on him as he gets startled to get the heck off the field. I don't know what he was doing. He was just standing on the field with one of the assistant trainers as well. Both of them. Just dazing off into nowhere land. All right, Buffalo makes some substitutions. Will Denver follow? Doesn't look like they do. Bo Nix sitting on the sideline, can't do anything for him. All right, Josh Allen back to his left. Keon Coleman to his left goes in motion out wide, back to his right as he puts him off to his left. That's Ty Johnson in the backfield. Tight end to his left, receivers to his right. Goes back to pass, throws it to the tight end, who catches it and it goes down to the 2-yard line. That actually might be Amari Cooper and not the tight end. Or no, that's Mac Hollins, baby. Don't forget about Mac Hollins. Yeah, I mean, he looks like... Forgive me for thinking he might be a tight end back there. He's a taller dude. So I think there's going to be defensive interference. Maybe there. I saw a flag just pop up. And then, nope, that's not defensive interference. Might be Mac Hollins, might be unsportsmanlike conduct or something. What did I get in here? Yeah, Mac Hollins taunting. Yeah, he got pretty cocky after that. I didn't think he was taunting anyone, but I guess he was. I felt like he was taunting me through the camera, but I didn't think he was taunting anybody on the field. Whatever, the team doesn't care about it. They just want to get Mac Hollins a catch and maybe a touchdown, because who doesn't love Mac Hollins? Josh Allen was kind of looking for Josh Allen's thumb. Got a little cut on his thumb or something. He shows the ref after that. Okay, so the flag got called really, really quickly, and then Mac Hollins continued to brag. Because at that point, like, you can't get double jeopardy. So then he just kind of weirdly went off. All right, it is going to be... So does that wipe that whole play? No, that's after the play. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 18. So it's like a 15-yard penalty. I think they should have it at the 17, but okay. Somebody called a timeout there or something? What just happened? Yeah, Matt kind of kicks the defender as the defender's still at his feet. I don't know. A lot of NCIS origins tonight. So this game coming to a close. 5 minutes, 45 seconds left. We are still 17 minutes in real time away from 3 hours. So, game could end in less than 3 hours. If Denver opts to either just go a quick 3 and out or just run the ball kind of out here after Buffalo does whatever they're going to do. So 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line, their own. I mean, the Denver's own. They run it for 3 yards, but there's a penalty. I assume we're going to back up Buffalo even more here. Yeah. So it's an illegal shift on Buffalo. Once again, could be 1st down and is that 5 yards? 1st and 15 from the 23-yard line. Josh Allen behind center, calling out to his guys. Tight formation to the left. Play action going deep to nobody. I mean, Matt Collins is in the area, but just kind of throws it away. 2nd and 15. Nick Bonito with the pressure on Allen, forcing him to get that away a little quick. A little inaccurate. Could have thrown that differently and gotten a completion, I think. Matt Collins did have some separation. But going to be 2nd and 15 so far today. Buffalo has run the ball 37 times and passed it 25. Very, very unbalanced play calling in favor of the run game, of course. And they're going to run the ball here on 2nd and 15. Gets a gain of, looks like a solid 5 yards. Like on the dot, maybe there. So 5-yard gain there for Ty Johnson. Going to be 3rd and 10. Going to let the clock go down, or did Denver call timeout? Clock is stopped at 5:21. Denver called the timeout. Their last timeout. I mean, I suppose. Your one chance here is that they don't get any points here. You do, which probably means all of a sudden you cut it to 2. About 5 minutes left in the game. Okay, fine. I was going to say, why are you even calling timeouts? But it makes enough sense. Third and 10. Guys, I appreciate you. Third and 10. Josh, back in the shotgun. Hands it off to a running back. That's a good thing. Because the blitz pressure was right there. So the clock is going to stop on that because Johnson goes out of bounds. No, it doesn't. All right. Johnson gets a gain of 2 yards, goes out of bounds, but the clock will continue to tick because it is not under 4 minutes. So with that, I think we're going to see Tyler Bass come out. There's really no benefit to going for it here for Buffalo. 15 seconds, 14, 13, 12. Tyler Bass coming out. Get this ready. To go to 31, if it may. It looks like Buffalo's going to opt to just take a timeout here, as they weren't ready to take a field goal yet. I don't know why. Being stupid and lazy and slow. Surprised the NFL not taking advantage of this to get more commercials in. But I think at this point, even they are like, well, let's just kind of maybe get this game over with, huh? So, we're going to see Buffalo going against Lamar Jackson. Lamar with 4,172 passing yards on the season. Buffalo 3,731, I should say. Allen. Allen 531 rushing yards. Lamar 915. Lamar 45 total touchdowns. Allen 41. Allen 6 interceptions to Lamar's 4. So, Lamar's got him in pretty much every number. That said, Josh Allen has had a fantastic season. And Bass puts the kick through. So they are now up 31-7 as Denver will get the ball back. And I assume they're just going to kind of run the ball just like a normal drive here, maybe in hurry up, but, just trying to score for scoring's sake. I don't think they're going to be throwing any kind of Hail Marys or going for it on 4th and long or anything like that. They're a little too far away now. I don't think scoring 4 times in 4 minutes is very plausible. But we'll see. Maybe they'll make this game a long game here. They'll be throwing it to the sidelines, trying to save clock, all that good stuff. Not running it at all. I just feel like you just run like a drive and try to score it to end Bo Nix's season on a scoring drive, right? End it on good vibes going into next year. Vibes don't count for anything, but, maybe a little bit. Alright, so I'll think about calling the Monday night game. And I'll for sure go next weekend again, though. Yellow Jackets, prime time. I wonder, that advertisement looked interesting, potentially good. Anybody seen Yellow Jackets? Beyond the Gates. I don't know what that was about. That looked like a daytime television show. All right, yeah, there's the boo-boo that Josh Allen was talking about. Looks like they're gonna give him maybe a shot of cutting. I don't know what they're doing. Something medical to help that injury. Oh, we've got a guest. Look at that. Hello, Kitty. What's up? Kitty cat's back. So who do you think wins between Buffalo and the Ravens? I think the edge goes to Baltimore. Just because of their running game. That's an area where Buffalo struggles. But definitely looking forward to that. All right. Denver, 4 minutes, 37 seconds left on the clock. 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Let's see how they operate here. Definitely in passing formation. Bo Nix drops it off to his running back. Javonte Williams there for about 7 yards. Clock's going to continue to tick. They're rushing as they should. Javonte maybe more than some others. Bo Nix, clock going down, 4:20, 4:19, 4:18, 4:17. And here we go. Bo Nix back in the shotgun, 2nd and 3. He drops it off to, I don't know, is that Devon Vele maybe? No catch, 3rd and 3. Clock stops at 4:09. Yeah, that was Vele. Big 6'4" slot type of wide receiver. Big slot kind of guy, I think is how they've been using him at least. Had some success early in the season, but not much after that. 3rd and 3. He got like an injury and missed some time. For Bo Nix. Back in the shotgun. And he can't find anybody. He gets sacked back at the 19-yard line for a big-time loss. And that's going to bring 4th down, and I assume the punting team, there's no point to add an interception or a bad play to his possible last drive of the season here. He already got sacked on possibly his last play of the season. Well, they're going to go for it. All right. I suppose we don't want to end the season on a sack either. 4th and 17. Bo Nix lets it loose down the sideline to nobody except it's an interception. What did it talk about, you know? So they get worse field position, but they get the interception there for Buffalo. DeMar Hamlin is the guy who gets that interception. Obviously, you probably know that name if you follow football, so good for him. Good way to end, the first game of what Buffalo is certainly hoping will be a Super Bowl run. Verifying it's an interception here. But they might take this interception away. He kind of gets it under his hands, but then his body hits it into the ground, and I don't feel like he really has control with his hands yet. So, yeah. They might get better field position instead. Rawr, 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 kitty cat. No interception. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10. DeMar Hamlin. Can't believe it. Aw. Poor guy. Mouth is still open, agape. He's just being theatrical. I think he's okay. Alright. So, looks like Mitch Trubisky is in at quarterback. Josh Allen done for the day. Mitchell, ex Bears, is in. Well, hand it off to Ty Johnson, who gets a gain of 8-9 yards there on 1st down. Gonna be 2nd and 2. 8-yard gain as the clock approaches 3 minutes. Josh Allen finishes day 20 of 26, 272 yards, 2 touchdowns. Let's look at the rest of these stats here. Can you hear that? She's just so cute. Alright. So I read off Josh Allen's stats. 2nd and 2 here. Buffalo handed off to Ty Johnson yet again. Who gets 5 yards miraculously. I don't know how. He was met at the line of scrimmage. Then he pushes forward a little ways to the 1st down, and then all of a sudden there was another surge. And it looks like maybe Matt Collins was helping to drive that forward. Possibly. Alright, so James Cook finishes 23 attempts, 120 yards, and a touchdown. Josh Allen on 8 attempts added 46 yards to his day. Ty Johnson is now 9 for 44. Going to get another opportunity as we hit the 2-minute warning. And by the way, I got the ball in the wrong spot. My bad. Turnover on downs. Brought the ball over here. Bada boom. To Buffalo. Curtis Samuel ends with the most yards. 3 receptions on 3 targets for 68 yards and a touchdown with that 55-yard reception. Khalil Shakir caught all 6 of his targets for 61 yards. Dalton Kincaid caught all 3 of his targets for 47 yards. Dawson Knox gets a couple. Ty Johnson has a couple of receptions and 26 yards to his day, so 70 yards for him. Matt Collins, 1 reception, 19 yards, and we know he had... Yeah, I think that's that play. Amari Cooper, 2 for 8. Will Amari Cooper even be draftable? I don't know. Yo, sorry, I just got home from a trip, but how was the game? I mean, it's fairly predictable. It's alright. You know, just slowly throughout the 3rd quarter, by the end of the 3rd quarter, really just got out of stretch for Denver. Buffalo has had control of the ball. They have the ball right now. And they have had control of the ball for about 2/3 of the game. Over 2/3. Approaching 40 minutes of ball control to Denver's 18 minutes. So, yeah, not great. These 2 games going to be closer. I hope so too. Boy, I sure hope that Green Bay doesn't just get shut out. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's good when I doubt Green Bay, because when I doubt them, then sometimes they do well. And when I say that, I really just mean, like, when they played Seattle, I was concerned about that matchup, and they did really well. But, like, when they played Minnesota, and I figured they probably wouldn't win, they didn't do so well. So, you know, I guess they kept it close. They kept it at the end. They made it close. But that wasn't a good game. So final stats for Denver, or near final stats. I have a feeling Green Bay might upset the Eagles. I sure hope so. I don't hold out much hope. I think Philly's, you know, a really complete team. I just think Green Bay is not as complete. So, yeah. I give it like a 33%, you know, a 1 in 3 chance or something like that. Which obviously isn't horrible odds, but I'd like it to be better. Alright, Buffalo's gonna kneel this sucker out, it appears. They just kneeled there. I don't know if they can get this all the way down from 2 minutes. But maybe kneel, field goal, kick it off. Or maybe just turn it over on downs. We'll see. For Denver, Bo Nix went 12 of 22, 144 yards and a touchdown. That's an average of 6.5 yards per reception. So they just weren't able to find much, didn't get much yak after receptions either, and that just caused drives to stall out too quickly. Their punter, on a great play call by their head coach, you know who I'm talking about, had a throw and a catch for 15 yards. Bo Nix also ran the ball for 43 yards. Fair bit of that's garbage time rushes. I think like maybe 2 of those attempts and some good chunk of that yardage is in their last drive, their garbage time. Javonte Williams, 7 attempts, 29 yards. Okay for efficiency, but just they weren't able to, once again, get drives going. And the Bucks-Commanders game will go either way. Yeah, I really don't know what to think there. I feel like Commanders have a really good shot, though. I think people are underselling the Commanders' odds in that game. All right, there we go. That is the game. So I'll just finish off here. Cortland Sutton caught 5 of 9 targets, 75 yards. Troy Franklin caught 2 for 54 and a touchdown on that opening drive. He gets most of that on a 43-yard reception. Javonte Williams also adds 2 receptions for 14 yards. Mims, 2 receptions, 12 yards. Lucas Kroll, Troutman, McLaughlin all caught balls for 4 yards total between the 3 of them. So, yeah, not a whole lot there. Final time of possession looks like it's going to be 41 minutes, 43 seconds. Buffalo to 18 minutes and 17 seconds Denver. First downs, 26 to 13. Buffalo, of course. Third downs, 8 of 15 compared to 2 of 9. Fourth downs, 2 of 2 compared to 1 of 3. Total yardage, 471 to 224. And that tells the story. Penalties, a lot more for Buffalo. 7 for 45, but 3 for 7. So 10 penalties all game. Accepted, at least. Nothing too terrible. I don't think there were any turnovers. Nope. No turnovers all game. So, thank you, everybody, for coming on through. I appreciate you all. And like I said, I might do a stream tomorrow night. And I for sure will do another one next weekend, at least. This is fun. I like it. It's a good way to be able to hang out, too, as I prepare. All right, I got to find the off button before I can sign off. There we go. Peace out. Have a good one. I'll see you guys soon.